What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another Matthew Perry 2 video where we talk about stock market investing. A lot of what we talk about here is more related to the dividend portfolio that we have, but not only is it related to dividends, it can be related to any stocks that we want to talk about. That's the reason why I created this channel. Is anything that I'm interested in, anything that I want to buy, that's why we're talking about it. Now, in this video, I want to talk specifically about Nike because I think a lot of you may have missed a larger opportunity to buy Nike before we saw a little bit of a recovery and before we see, obviously, the major recovery that we're going to see, because Nike is not going anywhere. So anybody that became fearful, it seemed like it was an investment opportunity for people that were not that fearful. So if you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, feel free to check out my links down below if you guys want to sign up and get some free stocks. I have some with Webull as well as Robinhood, and I don't know if I'll have any other platforms that are down there. I've heard of some others, but feel free to check out the links that are in the description if you guys may want some free stocks for signing up for those platforms. But Nike was in a unique situation. And the reason why it was in a unique situation is because it did crash recently. If we look at this breakdown from July 13th, 2024 from Google, I just typed in Nike stock crash just to get that information. And the latest crash that we did see, Nike plunged about 59% from its 2021 highs, showing no signs of recovery. In fact, shares are trading at levels last seen during the 2020 crash. So things fell down a lot. I believe it fell down to like $70. And when I heard of that information, when I heard that it was crashing, I didn't think, hey, everyone get out of Nike stock like other channels did see. I went over there, I looked at some other channels, and they all said, get out of Nike stock. Don't invest into Nike stock because, it's going to crash some more. I understand where they're coming from, but they're creating that fear to continue the crash. Nike is not going anywhere. Nike is definitely a major player in the game. They still have major amounts of revenue. Yes, the revenue has been declining from what I understand, but they still are bringing in revenue and they will figure out ways. It's just like if you're bringing in a certain amount of money and let's say your spending got to a certain level and you're like, oh man, like my revenue's not as high as it once was, you would just find a way to cut spending so that your revenue is superseding the amount of expenses that you have there. It's very simple. Obviously, with a bigger business, it's a lot more difficult because if you get too aggressive and you have too many stores, then you have to close stores, and that's a major problem. But it's not something that couldn't be fixed by past gains and past holdings and all that stuff there. So as I saw the potential success with Nike, I decided to make an investment. It was at about $70. I was like, let me make an investment. By that time, it rose a little bit to about 73, at which I did create another video talking about how I went all in on Nike stock. I had about $3,000 to invest, and I invested that $3,000 into Nike. Now, not only is Nike a top of the line position, top of the line business, it also pays a dividend. So it fit perfectly into my dividend portfolio. Does it pay me the 3% that I want? No, but it does pay me a dividend nonetheless. So I was able to add it to my portfolio for not only the growth, but also the dividend payout that I will receive from them. So with that being said, let's go into my portfolio to show you what I do have, because I always like to show you that. If we go to my Robinhood account where my dividend portfolio is, you're going to see that Nike's current price is at $86.76. It's up by 7% today, up by $5, almost $6 total in the last day or since the market closed yesterday. If we look at the last week, it is up by 10% or almost 11%, up $8.42. And we look at the last month, yes, we did see that decline a little bit, all the way down to about 76 before increasing again. Let's look at the last 3 months. Let's see where that dip actually is. So it does look like it is down over the last 3 months from this high point before you saw that dip that did happen, down to about $70, $71. And that was your opportunity to buy Nike at those levels, because you're going to see future success with Nike. It's like a Target situation. Target crashed a while ago, back when I was in college, and it went down to a very low price, and it was because of the credit card scandal, the credit card situation. I don't know if anybody heard of it, but basically a lot of information was leaked, and you saw, Target stock crash down to a very low point, and there were a couple of people that invested into it. I didn't have enough money to really make that move, and I wanted to, but I was more into like just day trading, and I wasn't into just buying something for more of the long term. I should have been, because it Target's at a really good price now, and I would have had a lot of money from that. But this is the same kind of situation, right? You have negative press, negative things that are happening, and now you see it absolutely pick up and get to way higher levels in future months and future years. So I invested at a level of, or an average of $73. It currently is at $86, which again is up by about 6% over the last day. We are seeing my total market value at $3,564.48. The total return, $565.10. Today's return alone, 7% up, $240 of an increase. Fantastic to see. I wish I would have been able to buy more, but I only had $3,000 on that day. And if I would have had a good $7,000, I probably would have bought 100 to make it easy. That easy math to say, once this hits $100, it's now at $10,000, or it hits $110, I'm at $11,000, right? So kind of seeing that stair step on the way up, every $10 that gained, I would gain $1,000. That would be amazing. But also, this is set for the long term. I'm not letting this go anytime soon. If it comes back down to 60, I will find a way to average in more, because I believe in where Nike is going to go. It's a large company that also, again, pays a dividend of 7.97%. So it fit my portfolio so well that I just couldn't pass it up. Other things that have crashed that I've seen didn't have a dividend payout. So I'm like, I don't want to go with that, because I want it to fit my portfolio in the end. But Nike fit that portfolio. Even though it's not at a 3% dividend yield, I can make do with 2%, especially as I see Nike's future growth and where that's going. So let me know if you actually invested into Nike, or let me know if you're now interested in getting into it in the comment section below. But if you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links should be in the description. And don't forget about my links for places like Webull and Margex and Robinhood and whatever other platform I have down there if you guys are interested in that. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.